Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick demonstration on how the stoves I make work, in case any of you had any questions. Alright, we're going to start today. We're going to be using about 3 3/4 ounces of fuel. I'm using denatured alcohol. That's what I like to use. You can also use heat in the yellow bottle. First thing you're going to do is remove the lid for storage, and you're going to install the nipple cap. You're going to turn the bottle upside down, give it some pressure. You're going to watch for the wick to become saturated. You don't have to give it a ton of squeeze and pressure, you just got to keep a steady pressure on it. And then once the wick gets saturated, we're ready to rock. See the fuel coming into the wick now. That looks good. Then, because of the suction created by squeezing the bottle, it actually draws most of the fuel that's left in the line back out. So there's virtually nothing left in the line itself. Then you just go ahead and light it. Put the pot stand on. These are little pot stands I'm making. Work out perfect for them. Really light. And then we are using 2 cups of water. And throw that on there. And start our watch. Got the Suunto core. And we're going. There we go. Go ahead and turn the lights down so you can check it out. It's got a nice steady blue flame. Let's see if I can bring it down a little bit. Once the bottom of that pot warms up, that flame will spread out. And go ahead and put a cap on it. And while we're waiting on that to get going, I'll show you what, some of the stoves I've been working on. These right here are some of the stoves. I'm doing a knurling on them. Kind of gives it like a little diamond effect. How good that can focus on it. Really tiny nipples in them. 1/16 by 3mm hex on it. I went ahead with what a buddy of mine on another forums, Dangerous, was talking about the wicks. I mean, you can really go either way. The way I started doing them was like that. Way less fuel going into the stove, so when you're done cooking you don't have a lot of extra fuel to burn off and just waste. I haven't truly done any tests on times on this one. With the wick you can see the difference. It's crazy. The thing's like a torch. Yeah, so I'll get some times, here in the next few days. on some boiling and stuff like that. Get some, you know, find out what the most accurate time is. Let's see. We are 2-3 minutes in. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it and let it go, and we'll come back here in a little bit. That's a 10 centimeter Imusa pot. The flame that comes off the stove cradles it very well. The whole setup is very light. The stove, fuel line, 4-ounce fuel bottle with a nipple cap and a spare cap, and the pot stand come in at 2 to 2.1 ounces. Which to me, for the versatility you get, you know, I mean, you can do, it's endless what you can do with it. You can do dry baking, it's really good for that. You can let the flame die down on that, you know, to get lower temperatures. Give it a little squeeze and bring it right back up. As you can see, the donut on the top of the stove is starting to get red. When it does that, that means it's burned the fuel that's absorbed in the outer ring. So to go ahead and keep that going, you just turn your bottle up and squeeze it and just watch until the red goes away. And voila, you're back in business. We are at 627. And here's another stove that I've been messing around with. Let me turn the light back on. So I know a lot of people, they don't even bring their water to totally boiling. You know, they just want to get it good and hot, throw in, rehydrate their meals and stuff. So I figure, you know, the less you have to carry, the better. So here is the mini Tatsu, and I'm thinking about making this one available. It's very small. I still have some more testing and stuff like that to do on it. I mean, if you put it next to, this is a full-size Bic lighter. I mean, it's huge. The lighter is in that case. Got the stove making a good bunch of noise. We are at 8:02. Let's see what we got inside here. Yeah, it's just about to come to a boil. Got a rolling boil at 8:47. You can maintain cooking like that as long as you have fuel. So with that being said, there was about 3/4 of an ounce. Let me blow the stove out real quick. There was about 3/4 of an ounce over the 3-ounce mark. It's not going to focus on that line. Maybe I can put something behind it. It's just above the line. So not too bad. I mean, you're talking between a 1/2 ounce and 3/4 of an ounce of fuel, full rolling boil. It could have still burned for a little while longer. It's just a really great all-around stove. You can throw it anywhere. You can throw it, you know, in your pack. You know, taking on day hikes. You could take it to work if you work outside. It's a great little stove. It just has a lot of control, and you can do a lot with it. It's just not one heat that it stays at, burns hot, and then, you know, you can't really sit there and simmer something or anything like that, but with these stoves you can. Alright, well, I'm glad you guys tuned in. Thanks a lot.